So it's actually in a little way, the language of experience, because
Yes.
okay, I know I'm here, I know you're here, I know the Earth's here. And again, we have this technocratic, scientific worldview that explores those things again from various different fields. And so, if you're going to, restrict yourself to what you think is not only what you think you know, but what is knowable,
Right.
okay, then that can sound, if you stop there, that sounds like, again, a materialistic, atheistic worldview. But when you ask like the transcendent question, okay, how do all these things connect?
Yes.
See, then it actually becomes a little bit sinister, because then you use science to explore that question, and that isn't something that is nuts and bolts.
Right.
Okay, so science actually becomes a kind of self-validating tool or mechanism. It pretends to be only about the nuts and bolts, but it's actually trying to endorse and articulate this connectivity in the minds of many scientists, many in the technology field. I mean, they're obviously, they have a scientific mindset, and a technological mindset. This is what they do. This is their skill set. But since they're asking that question about the connectivity and what it means, and where it's going to take us in the future, and it actually becomes this sort of theology.
Mm-hmm.
It both articulates and propels it a little bit. So I kind of find that, surreptitious and sinister, because you think you're looking at one thing,
No.
but what's actually, sort of working in the background is this religious, spiritual, transcendent mystery thing going on,
Right.
that gets a scientific, thumbs up.
Right.
And it's easy for a culture that doesn't want your primitive, traditional religions in the way, that this is a belief system now that they can accept because it's endorsed by the scientific community.
I